Good day, and welcome everyone. We are here in the vinyl room, and it's a gorgeous day because recently I've been thinking about 7 common misconceptions. First misconception about our thoughts and opinions on a subject is that more people like us than we realize. Oftentimes we find ourselves going out in public and seeing that other people give us different looks, or we may feel that someone feels a certain way, but overall, more people like us than we give ourselves credit for. Many people enjoy the fact that you're just doing your own thing, living your own life, and we're not really that worried about it. The second misconception is that it's more fun to talk to strangers than we think. We know in our past people say don't talk to strangers, but you can talk to certain kinds of strangers that are in your community that you don't feel that is either a predator or some kind of attacker or anything like that. Of course you want to stay away from strange individuals, but not all strangers are strange individuals. They're just people you don't know yet, and you can get to know them and they could become one of your great friends. The third misconception is that people aren't always aware of what we're trying to hide or conceal. Many people pass by our house like our bodies. You pass by a house and you see a house, but you don't see anything on the inside. Same thing when you're passing someone on the street. You see what they look like, but you don't see what's on the inside. You don't know that they have a leaky faucet in their basement. You don't know that. And other people aren't going to know that you have a leaky faucet in your basement. The leaky faucet could just be some kind of problem or anything like that you haven't got over. But it's important to understand that people aren't always aware of what we're trying to hide or conceal. The fourth misconception is that others do not evaluate us as harshly as we believe. When you come out of gym and you smell a little sweaty because maybe you ran out of your deodorant, and you may feel that other people are going to harshly roast you or get on you or make fun of you and put you down, most of the time people will understand. They too were at gym and they couldn't apply the deodorant or the cologne or take a shower, things like this. It's not something that's only happening to you. Other people will take lightly on these things because that too has happened to them. What's important is to not let others evaluate us, because we are the ones who are evaluating our everyday lives. So instead of giving them power by thinking that, oh, they're going to think of me in a harsh way, take your power back by understanding that you have limitations. The fifth common misconception is that nobody can look right through us. Oftentimes we see ourselves in situations where we're talking to people and then they just look at us and they stare and they try to figure us out or look us up and down. But it's important to understand that nobody can look right through you. Only you can express how you feel, verbally and physically. Are you open or are you closed off? These are the things that give them indicators of how they are going to see you, but nobody can see right through you. The sixth common misconception is that we underestimate how much others value a compliment. If you see someone on the street and they have a nice hat or a nice jacket, or even if they have a lovely smile, please tell them this, because how much this means to a random individual means more than we could ever imagine. So it's important to understand we underestimate how much others value compliments and simple appreciations. So it's important to pass that forward. The seventh common misconception and final misconception is that we're not the only ones who are alone at home on the weekend, that other people are home alone on the weekend. It's not just us. It's not something that happens to us on a regular Saturday night or a Sunday, but it's important to understand that these other people are out there doing their own things, living their own lives, and sometimes they do a little bit of nothing. Sometimes they sit around. But that's not because you're not proactive. It's not something that you're saying that you're lazy. It's just something that you're giving yourself time to cope with. So I wanted to thank you for joining me on Calmness and Tranquility. Peace.